Speaking of a Batman suit, we do have something from Batman from this last auction, the Riddler jacket. Where would you wear that other than Halloween? $32,500 sold for.
If I wanted to be seen from 6 miles away. If I was signaling aircrafts to land.
And then somebody walks up to you and they see all the question marks on your jacket.
And they would have to ask me a question. I feel like there's a lot of responsibility with that jacket on though. Mm-hmm. You'd have to be like, you'd have to have, let's just call it what it is. You'd have to have some riddles to tell. You would have to be a modern day Dr. Seuss in that jacket.
The original Dwight Schrute shirt just sold at auction. The mustard one. How much do you think?
$100,000. Buttons, a buttoned up or tie? Just
two.
the shirt.
Tie
two, maybe $150,000.
$2,925.
Way more reasonable than I thought.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I wonder how many he had of them.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's like you're not wearing the same one every time,
yeah.
Sweating in it and stuff like that.
And now that I see it, I don't think I've ever realized that it was a short sleeve.
But it's you look at it, you're like, that's Dwight.
Oh yeah, and you know right away. Yeah. Because honestly, like if it wasn't, nobody's buying that color shirt.
Same thing with this next one. That was at Julien's. We're going to get to more, but the Wonder Woman suit, there's no question who wore that.
And cuffs, it looks like.
Yeah.
So that's where her powers come from. Is this a Gal Gadot Wonder Woman?
No, Linda Carter.
So this is an old school.
The original Wonder Woman.
This has some dust on it. Yeah. Someone took
second
this out of the
highest
closet.
thing that's sold. Not the highest. Second highest thing that's sold in the latest Julien's auctions. Channel surfing themed event that we're going to go through now. This sold for $130,000.
That was $130,000.
Not the
What
most
are
expensive
the
thing
cufflinks made out of? Gold? Are those actual rubies in there?
No.
Do the powers come with it?
No.
$100,000.
No. Yeah, 130.
I guess it is pretty cool, honestly. It's like a superhero. Like I would pay. Like that's like asking how much you would pay for a Batman suit. Like,
right. Yeah.
A lot. Yeah.
Speaking of a Batman suit, we do have something from Batman from this last auction, the Riddler jacket. Where would you wear that other than Halloween? $32,500 sold for.
If I wanted to be seen from 6 miles away. If I was signaling aircrafts to land.
And then somebody walks up to you and they see all the question marks on your jacket.
And they would have to ask me a question. I feel like there's a lot of responsibility with that jacket on though. Mm-hmm. You'd have to be like, you'd have to have, let's just call it what it is. You'd have to have some riddles to tell. You would have to be a modern day Dr. Seuss in that jacket. You can't be like a shy person with a neon green jacket and covered in, what are they? Question marks.
Question marks. Yeah. Another burger suit. How about that? Another costume.
Burger suit?
A thing that could double as a costume, but I want to know where you would wear that other than Halloween. That's
not a costume.
It is a costume. It's a kid's costume from the Late Show. So they showed David Letterman. They had a Halloween event every year. They had a themed show. This year's Halloween costumes. They were always like random things like that. At one time, it was a grilled chicken sandwich from McDonald's as a costume.
That's what that is?
For a kid. Where would you wear that other than Halloween?
Out in a corner twirling a sign and hopefully for at least $7.50 an hour.
Yeah.
But the question here is whose parents are letting a child wear that? That seems like a hazard. If there's any type of wind gust and the top of that box falls down, you're in a sweat box. The kid's suffocating.
Yeah, I don't know if it was
actually and you don't even get a burger in that.
It's not trick or treat approved. It's just TV approved.
Also, way too much tomato on there.
Yeah, that's a hefty tomato.
Yeah.
$390.
That's a thick tomato. That's a steak cut tomato.
One of the undervalued things, I think that was a bargain comparably for iconic things, was this Hulk suit. $7,800 broken out of the clothes, like from the show, broken out, the ripped jeans, ripped shorts, ripped shirt, $7,800. I mean, there's really nobody else you can think of as far as ripping out of clothes like that from an iconic show.
So, I mean, here's the thing. One, exactly, it's ripped clothes. You can't even wear it. Two, the whole point of buying something like this is so you can have a story. If you're going to place it somewhere, if you want to show people and be like, hey, look at this piece of, history that I had. This is from this movie.
Right.
I don't know what this, if you didn't tell me what this is, I don't know what this is from, because this isn't, if you were to say, hey, I have the Hulk busted out suit, I'm thinking of like the old school, like
khakis.
Purple, like the purple, it's either a purple shirt or purple shorts. Yeah. If you said that, I would kind of know what this is. This is like a Amiri flannel that's like ripped by the arms and like jean shorts.
Well, the other undervalued bargain I have is a Dwight shirt. $2,900 for a Dwight shirt.
That's a speaking point.
I'm gonna give you a couple.
It's crisp too. Somebody ironed that.
I'm gonna give you a couple rapid fire for 3 items. Where you would use it, where you would use it. No, the use that you would have for it, other than what it was intended for. So, obviously, I
wouldn't wear that. I would be more interested in. I would be more interested in asking the person who ironed that shirt to iron my shirts for Dwight Schrute. Continue though.
Yeah. Okay. How about the Wonder Woman lasso of truth? What would you use it for? 32,000.
Oh, the lasso of truth.
Yeah.
I'd probably rappel off the balcony.
Just on a random day.
Every day. Yeah. I mean, look at the power that was. The way that thing is. The way that thing's coiled up there.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a shoelace or something.
How about the Velcro suit from Late Night with David Letterman? All Velcro. So on TV, he went up and jumped up into a wall, and he's stuck there.
So I'll tell you what I would do with that.
What would you?
Oh, wait. So it's a Velcro that you stick onto something, or it's like it can rip off?
No, stuff will stick to you. Or you can stick to something else on a wall, like all Velcro.
Well, I don't come around Velcro that much.
Now you might where you didn't even know it was there. You might just start sticking to things.
So then I'd have to wear it all the time, and then when I see it, seize the opportunity.
What if you rappelled off the side with the lasso while wearing that?
It would be no use for the lasso. If I'm on Velcro, I'll just stick on the side of the wall. It's a lot safer. I'll take the scarier route with the lasso.
What would you do on the side of the wall? Read a book or something?
I'll scale the wall, scare people, act like a spider. I could probably get half off rent if I said I'll just chill on the side of the wall.
That's true. Yeah, you save money that way. You spend money for the suit and you save money that way.
Security.
The Velcro suit did not meet the reserve, but the lasso.
I bet it didn't. Yeah.
The lasso, $32,500.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, lasso.
Is it golden?
I mean, it's a color gold.
Oh, thanks.
The last one, rapid fire. Where would you use it other than its intended use as a prop? The Conehead from Saturday Night Live. Dan Aykroyd.
It's a movie.
And a movie. It started out as a skit from Saturday Night Live. They made a movie out of it.
So
what would you use that as? It's a prosthetic Conehead for a costume.
But here's the thing. Why? What's in it? Is like a holder, like a fake head or something? Like the bottom of it. What is that? Like a piece of cork, it looks like?
Yeah, or like, no, not like cork. It's more of like...
This would be cool. Yeah. If this was a cheap price,
I
would wear this to fuck with so many people. I'd like wear it to I'd wear it to the gym with like my headphones on the side of it.
Yeah.
And just like the most ridiculous things.
Like nothing's going on.
Like a rubber band at the top. Like hang things on it. Like put a coat hanger on there.
Random hat. Just a regular size hat.
Yeah, but like something all up, like a thimble on top of it. But I would wear it to some place every time though, and then one time just come in with it off.
What about?
I wonder what it feels like. It's probably like
would you
leather.
risk wearing it at work one day just for a laugh, or no?
I would wear it to get out of work. Probably. I'd be like, guys, I have a huge headache. Like, look how friggin' pointy the top of my head is. Like, I have a migraine.
Yeah.
And I don't think acetaminophen's gonna do it.
Where would you? And that one reserve is not met.
It wasn't.
Yeah. Where this one reserve is not met either, but the category for this is where would you put it? What would you do with it? Mask from Survivor.
I haven't seen Survivor. This does nothing for me. Cool mask though. Like I like the colors on it.
Multiple display options for that.
Yeah. See, I actually like things like this. I have a mask from Hawaii that's similar to this.
It's like a half coconut.
Yeah. So like I do have that, but I think that this is cool. This is like a tribal mask. I like this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I would be interested in going to a museum, seeing all this kind of stuff. Arrowheads, even though it's kind of a different time period, but I do like that kind of stuff. It's handmade.
How about American Idol? The actual judge's desk and chairs from American Idol, Randy, Simon, Paul. Chairs are signed, desk $7,800, chairs $1,950, $1,950 for all the chairs and the signed one. What would you do with it? Where would you display it?
I would get the chairs look like nice chairs. The chairs look like nice. They look like pretty nice
hefty
office
swivel.
chairs. Yeah, they have like a nice base to them. I would sit on them. I wouldn't. They're nothing special in terms of like, look how cool these are, like in terms of aesthetics.
Right.
Also,
what about the judge's desk though?
The judge's desk is fucking stupid.
I mean, I guess you really can't do anything.
Well, what are you gonna do with that?
Yeah.
Unless you're like hosting a contest. Like maybe I would get that and put it at like a local high school's.
Like in a museum, that would be great to take pictures with. In an apartment.
Exactly.
An apartment.
Like that should be like Madame Tussauds.
Right. Or
you know
like some kind of. Yeah, like one of those things.
Like obscure items, just like random things.
You can take a picture of.
Like I'm not judging
an apartment.
Not a fashion show, a talent show.
Yeah.
I guess it's cool though.
I have a question for you about Breaking Bad. I know you like that show. I've
watched it like 3 times.
Yeah. How about...
You have an item on here?
What's that? Yeah, a few of them actually. A group of props from Walter White. What would be a good reason to give these to somebody as a gift? We have prop meth bags, we have a medicine bottle, we have a medicine bag, all from Walter's character in Breaking Bad series, $16,250. What would you give this to somebody as a gift for?
I would give the bag as a meth, as like a good gift. I would like that person.
Yeah.
Especially the blue one. That's a good high quality.
Yeah.
But the thing is about these specific props, like there's so many other way more noticeable props I feel like you could have picked from, like the Heisenberg hat or like the Heisenberg,
Or the yellow jacket.
the yellow jackets,
Yeah.
like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Where this is like you would need to explain why you're giving a fake pill bottle or something
So
like that.
$16,250 is not something you'd spend for
Not
that.
worth it. If it's actual meth, maybe.
Okay.
I don't do meth.
Okay.
Disclaimer.
Yeah. How about the Cheers bar stool from the original?
I haven't seen
Cheers?
it. Cool. That's a nice bar stool, though.
$6,500. The bar stool from Cheers.
So that's not worth that much money. I haven't seen it, so maybe it'd be worth more to me if I've seen it.
Yeah.
But that's a nice bar stool. The craftsmanship on that
it's one
bar
of the
stool.
iconic shows ever. It's, I mean, from the
Yeah, I mean, I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying
Yeah.
if I personally haven't seen it, I don't have any interest in this.
Sure.
But it's a nice bar stool.
I feel like that gift could be like
Somebody would love that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
for
somebody would love. That's like a man cave thing. That's
sure.
a
New
cool.
house or something. But the thing is, that has to like.
It's got to match.
So does that have to match or not? Because it could just be like a standalone thing too.
I feel like you gotta have like a corner of like Cheers stuff,
Okay.
or like maybe it's like one seat that the bartender uses.
The number one thing I sold in this auction, the original bar door from Cheers, $162,500.
Very cool, but like again, you got to have somewhere to put that.
Not up against the wall.
You could, but it's a door to nothing. Then you're kind of just defeating the purpose.
It's a door to memories.
You can't open it. It's a door to drywall. You got to open that and at least have something.
What about imagination?
I mean, that's up for
You're
grabs.
Right. Small butt packs of punch Keebler elves, $455. Movie or commercial props. So you have little boxes that mimic the actual cookies, and you have little fake cookies too. The EL fudge ones, I could eat a billion of them.
Yeah. So the question here is,
They're fake.
I'll just go get the real ones for
Yeah,
way cheaper.
But I mean, how about you
I
have
like
both?
miniature things. Like I think
Yeah,
that's
I know.
cool to have like little miniature things, especially the fake cookies. I think that would be kind of cool, just like
Yeah.
have. But yeah, it seems kind of like a tease to me.
Didn't they talk in the commercials? What did they say?
All kinds of stuff, like something about like fudge me up or something like that.
No, that's not. That's not what they said. I don't think so.
I think the Keebler elves were a little sus. Yeah.
I think they got canceled. For
I don't know.
if that's what they
They
said.
definitely had some
Surprise of the auction. I couldn't even
squanches
believe
straight
one of
away.
these was like available, and the amount I went for a podium from the Weakest Link, $1,170.
Have you seen that?
Yeah,
I think I've seen it a couple times.
for sale or the show?
No, the show.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't ever think a
Okay,
full
now
episode.
I see. At first, you know what I thought that was?
What?
One of those things that you put your hand on and it like the electricity comes in your hand and then like
yeah.
your hair comes up.
Yeah.
It looks like that.
Podium from the Weakest Link. I never really
Yeah.
watched it.
Again,
I mean, a
very
couple of
tough
times,
thing
but
to use as a practical item.
Good picture up.
Sure.
The other thing, a surprise, I was like, why is only one for sale? And like, why was it available and everything? Like, I didn't think one would be available. The case from the Deal or No Deal, the $1 million case.
It's the $1 million case?
$1 million case, number 26 on the outside, that had $1 million for that show.
Is the $1 million case worth $1 million? How much
It's
is it
worth
sell for?
$10,400.
That's about right. Red velvet on the inside, it says $1 million.
Yeah. Again, so
What number was it?
26.
Really?
26.
Saquon Barkley could have bought it.
Yeah. Shout out birds.
Is it always... So, that's a question.
What?
That's
what do
a
you mean?
dumb question.
What do you?
It's not always number 26. But, so they must have a different one for every show.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe this is just like one that went to auction.
Yeah. Where's the
I
other
guess
one?
it's
Where's the $500,000?
I guess it's kind of cool, but like, how many times are you going to be at like you're going to buy that, say for 10 grand? Mm-hmm. If people come over, here's the $1 million case. And then it's like,
You gotta have something in it too.
okay, yeah, like maybe, what, cards or something?
Something.
Scorpion?
Wonder Woman's lasso from earlier.
That's worth it.
Yeah.
What's that chest?
Oh, we're gonna get there. That's for the bonus item. There's two bonus items. Number one is the suit from The Sopranos, James Gandolfini, $7,800. Did you see how much of The Sopranos?
All of it.
Oh, I didn't
Only
see
one stuff.
any of it. I know the characters and stuff, names, but I never see any of it.
So he wears a lot of suits though.
Iconic show, iconic character. The last item, the bonus item, Wrapping us up is literally a trunk from Siegfried and Roy that they would use to transport little tigers and lions.
Seems like
to be on shows. No. So they would use it to like say, okay, they bring them out like on talk show appearances and stuff like that. It's a little. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely unique. $1,300. Magic trunk.
Magic trunk with big cats in there.
Cats they would use for tigers and lions. It doesn't.
Imagine not telling somebody what's in there.
Yeah.
Hey, can you go open that trunk for me for a second? There's 3 Bengal tigers.
Again, it doesn't say they did this. They had them in there on a plane for 500,000 miles, and that's all they sat in that trunk. But it's what they brought them out on like appearance for shows.
Yeah, and live animals in the trunk.
Correct.
No air holes, I don't see.
The top look like mesh.
You'd hope so.
So
definitely scratch marks on top of it though.